Good morning. Today is Tuesday, October 8th. This is Wake Up with KERA News. I'm Andrew Garcia. It's going to be a sunny and clear day today with highs in the upper 80s, lows in the 60s or even 50s in some places tonight. Sports fans are pretty used to a monthly charge to watch their favorite teams, and that can get pretty expensive, though that has just changed for the Dallas Stars, where the season will stream free with an app. We'll have more on that in just a moment, but first, today's news. Yesterday marked the anniversary of the October 7th Hamas-led attack on Israel that left more than 1,000 people dead. Tens of thousands of Palestinians have been killed in the ensuing conflict. KERA's Penelope Rivera reports Jewish and Arab Americans in North Texas continue to deal with the grief of that day.
Outside Frisco Town Hall Sunday, a somber group of 40 people stood among rows of empty chairs. People lit candles and recited Jewish prayers in memory of those killed or kidnapped on October 7th. About 1,200 people were killed that day. For Anna Fabish, the anniversary marked a time to reflect on a traumatic experience.
It's heartbreaking to see what happened in Israel with people, with victims of massacre and hostages who are still there.
North Texans of all backgrounds are left to process more than 100 Israeli hostages held in Gaza and a worsening humanitarian crisis for Palestinians. An estimated 42,000 Palestinians have been killed in the war. For KERA News, I'm Penelope Rivera in Dallas.
Ten more Tarrant County jailers were added to a lawsuit filed by the family of Anthony Johnson Jr., who died in jail custody in April. Initially, those jailers were unnamed. They're being accused of failing to intervene as Johnson was being restrained and pepper sprayed. The county would have to pay for legal counsel for each jailer, and that expense would need to be approved by the county commissioners. The National Hockey League season opens today. The NHL and all sports now struggle with cord cutting by consumers and a changing streaming landscape. In Dallas, the local cable system's Chapter 11 bankruptcy has left Stars fans fearing they'd lose live TV games while the team worries about lost revenue. But as KERA's Bill Ziebel reports, a Canadian streaming service has stepped up to save both.
Over for Blackwell, score!
For the first time, Dallas Stars fans can watch games on any device all season for free, thanks to an ad-supported streaming app called Victory Plus. The old cable company Diamond Sports Group is now mired in bankruptcy. Its Bally Sports channel carried Stars hockey games that fans could see for a fee. Now, thanks to the Victory Plus app, nearly the entire 82-game hockey season will be available without a subscription or fee.
What we decided at the end of the day was we were okay with pioneering what I'll call this experiment, which is to go free, go direct to consumer.
Brad Alberts is the Dallas Stars president and CEO. Given the cable company's bankruptcy, he needed a solution for viewers. And months ago, the streaming programmer called Apparent Media Company, or APMC, came to the rescue. The Calgary, Alberta business is led by Neil Gruninger.
I am Canadian, so hockey is life.
I think Neil Gruninger was steadfast in it. He was, adamant from the beginning. Let's go free. Let's go free.
Again, Brad Alberts.
They understand this space. They know that sophisticated streamers aren't going to pay. They're going to figure out ways around paywalls.
At a Stars fan gathering during a preseason practice, Bart Kudlitsky is sporting his green Dallas jersey. He says he's glad fans will get to watch games for free.
That is fantastic for now. However, one thing we were discussing is how long will it be free?
Albert says he doesn't know, but he's committed to it because he's aware customers are suffering from what he calls credit card and subscription fatigue. The team gets a cut of the ad revenue. The economics and fan feedback, he says, will all need to be evaluated.
We're going to know a lot more by Christmas as to how this is working. The economics are important, and we depend on this revenue for our funding of our team. But we're steadfast in the belief that this is the future, and we believe that if we take care of our fan, the rest will, kind of take care of itself.
For now, fans like Chris Whipple feel taken care of. He says the streaming app will be especially big for his 9-year-old son, Cristobal.
I like hockey. I think he was on the ice for the first time when he was 3. Now I know where to go whenever he asks me to find the game.
If Whipple goes to the channel when there's no game, Greninger says there will be other sports programming.
We've signed deals with Red Bull to ensure that we have great, extreme sports on the service. This is just really the beginning of what we're bringing.
They've basically launched a new free streaming sports network funded by advertising. Albert says the NHL's Anaheim Ducks was the second team to join the network.
Everybody's paying attention to this. So how it all ends up going over the next couple of years remains to be seen.
The latest NHL team to join the Victory Plus roster is the St. Louis Blues, winner of the Stanley Cup 5 years ago. Alberts and Greninger have high expectations to expand the free service with more teams, other professional leagues, and maybe even high school games.
That was KERA's Bill Ziebel reporting. The Dallas Mavericks lost their first preseason game last night against the Memphis Grizzlies, 121-116. And as we just heard, the NHL season starts today. The Stars, however, will be playing their first game against the Nashville Predators later this week. For the first time in forever, all your favorite Disney costumes will be on display together. Enjoy 2 concurrent Disney-themed exhibitions, Heroes and Villains, the Art of the Disney Costume, and All That Glitters, the Crown Jewels exhibition at the Arlington Museum of Art. For more information and other things to do, visit kera.org/calendar. Thanks so much for listening to Wake Up with KERA News. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia. This show was produced and edited by Shardae White and Becca Moore. For more news in your inbox, visit kera.org/wakeup. That's where you can subscribe to the Wake Up with KERA News newsletter. That's written by our colleague, Catherine Hobbs. You can connect with us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Threads. All of those are at KERATX. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow.